Hey, it's me, Art of Singularity, and welcome to my new video. In this video, I'm going to be drawing, well, references, or at least I'll be using them, partially. Incorrectly, probably. So, how was your day? The first artist is on the left, or actually right, maybe, and their name is, well, you can see it right there. Toria Daming, or with a Z at the start, or back, or whatever you want to say. So we have Revenant from Elden Ring Night Rain, I believe. Let me see if I can do this. This is a very simple pose, although most of the anatomy is hidden behind the clothing. So it'll be a little bit interesting to figure out where everything sits. Gonna bring in the rib cage right there. Gonna put in the crotch, so this is the hips somewhere here. No, it'll be something like that. I'm gonna break this out here, connect that in. Okay, I don't know what to do with the legs, so I see like the dress folds are coming out. I don't know. In my brain, it kind of connects that to the leg. I don't know if that's actually caused by the leg or not, but it just seems like it's right for the leg to be going that way. And if this leg is going that way, I'll put this leg going the opposite way, because interesting, right? Now the head is here. Okay, so let's find out where the head is. The head is, well, this is the collarbone, I suppose. We're gonna have the head, or the neck's gonna be about here, so the head is gonna be about there. So let's have the head start there. I'm gonna bring in the oval. Oval shape was just the head. I'm gonna bring in the side plane. Actually, what I will do, maybe I'll have the character tilting their head slightly. I'm gonna also gonna shrink the head slightly, because that was too big what I did originally. Okay, yeah, something like that. Okay, so this character is looking at us this time. It's not really a 3/4 view like it originally is. I'm pretty good with doing 3/4 views like anyways, so it's not really like I'm losing any training on this. Gonna bring the hold on, let me bring this out, bring that in, bring that out. Wait, no, bring this in, bring that out. Bring in the elbow, or at least I'm gonna bring in the hand, because the hand is on the hip like this. So if the shoulder is somewhere here, the hand is here, then we can assume that the elbow is gonna be somewhere around there. Gonna bring that in. I do like this artist. I tend, like for learning purposes, using black and white, like pieces or artworks, they are very useful for me. I guess it's very useful for me to see the line strokes the artist have made. Maybe it's easier for my brain to think about how the artist actually went about constructing the character. I feel like that's probably it. The character has their hand on a hammer, but I'm not doing props today. Or I could. No, I'm not gonna. So I'll have her wave instead. I'm trying to figure out where how big the hand is. The hand is about the same size. Like, the hand should be able to fit over your face is essentially the way I judge it. So as long as it could cover the face partially well, then it's probably the right size. Gonna bring that in. Gonna bring that in. Gonna bring that in. There, just mapping out the general shape of the. Oh, this hand is actually a little bit big. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I could probably shrink it by a little, like probably that much. I think that looks better. Okay, gonna bring in the elbow, the arm. Okay, cool. That's pretty much it. How long was that? 4 minutes? Okay. Let's see if I'm gonna knock out the other pose real quick. It's going to be by this artist, Linween. It's a simple standing up pose. Yeah, pretty simple. A little bit of a low angle shot, so I'm gonna try and give it that vibe at the very least. Let me see. So I'm gonna start right there. Gonna bring in the ribs, not the rib, but yeah, actually the rib cage. Bring the rib cage, bring that in. We're assuming that, okay, I'll assume like the actual hips and here, so the crotch is probably, okay, well that's a little bit more intense than what the drawing is, so I'm actually gonna bring the crotch down slightly. Bring that down, bring that down. Okay, cool. How about I bring that in, like that. The leg is here, so we're gonna just bring that out. bring that out as well. So, you know, the character's twisting slightly. You can see that, like, the hips are facing more this way than the actual upper body. Upper body is facing towards us, hips are facing towards the left. Let me see if I can keep that general vibe going. Gonna bring out the hips. Don't really care about the legs. Also, we can't really see the legs, so hey, it's fine. Okay, something like that. Belly button somewhere there. This one's way more messy. I went more freestyle. I freestyled more. What I'm gonna do is bring the head in like that. Maybe like there. The actually, you know what? Let me try and keep it at least somewhat close to what the pose is. I was gonna do a more extreme version of the low angle shot, but I won't. I will keep it very similar. The arm, I can't see what the arm is doing, so I will do is I'll have the character covering their face. Something like this, like maybe like covering your face from like a camera or something like that. It'd be something like that. I'll bring this finger in like that. The rest of the fingers will be going upwards, kind of. So I want this finger to be like kind of blocking the other fingers, if that makes sense. Like something like that. I feel like that'll be a cool pose. I'm gonna bring this in. Okay, cool. Let me bring the upper body in more. Let's try and shrink it more to give more, well, you know, give more perspective, foreshortening, I guess that's what it'd be. So I'm gonna lift up where the hips are supposed to be, and by lifting that up, I'm gonna bring the crotch up a little bit. Let me see. Just gonna bring in the chest slightly. We can see that the clothes are wrapping around like this, essentially, or the folds for the chest. So I'm gonna just kind of keep that same vibe. This character has a jacket. Should I keep it? Should I keep the jacket or not? I don't really want a jacket. Although I'll keep her outfit the same kind. Oh, I'll keep the like sleeves, not the outfit. Obviously, I'm changing the outfit slightly, but that's cool. Like I said, not following the reference perfectly. Oh, righty. We'll bring that in, bring that in. Then we're just gonna bring in the folds. Okay, cool. Gonna keep her. Okay, so her stomach is about here. Her pants will be about here. The drawing originally has shorts. I could do not, but I'll keep it. I'll keep the shorts. Maybe about there. Okay, cool. Let's try and keep the same vibe. It's essentially that. You know, I've been trying to upgrade my ability to draw folds and such, so this is useful. Well, not that useful, of course, but it's somewhat useful for the pants, specifically for the pants. Pants are very difficult for me right now to draw, so any drawing with pants, specifically like jeans, like more rigid pants, those are quite difficult, so I do appreciate any chance I get to draw them. I'll give her like thigh highs or something. I don't know. Okay, something like that. Bring that out. That's cool. Bring that in. Okay, cool. Something like that. Her shorts at the leg. Okay, cool. And then I guess she'll have pockets probably. And then I'll bring down that. Okay, cool. And now for the. Sorry, that was terrible. Okay, cool. Now for the final drawing. This artist is named Knives Art. So let me see if I can do that. So this is a very, very pushed pose. This pose is very dynamic, I would say. Let's see if I can even capture it. Let me slide everything down a little bit. I'm gonna bring it like that. So someone's gonna assume the middle of the body is there. Bring that over. I'm gonna bring this in even more, so the crotch is gonna be like, let's push it right there. Gonna do that. Bring that in. Okay, bring that like that. Would I bring that in more? Now, the legs are, so if like this, the curve is like this, we can see that from the original image. The legs kind of just go like this direction, so we can assume that the leg is like somewhere here. But just to save this character from getting like their head kicked or something, or it still kind of looks like they will be getting kicked, but it's not going through the head essentially, so gonna keep it like that. Maybe we can, no, I was gonna, don't know what I was gonna say, never mind. This art style is, this artist is very cool. I do like the expressiveness. It's very chaotic, but, you know, expressive, so very cool. Of all the artists, I think I like the, no, this artist is pretty good, actually. I looked at like some of their artworks, and their artworks are cool. So, hold on, let me just turn this book slightly. I just want to see the head, because the head is going to be around here. I kind of made the pose even more intense. I like turned, so like it's almost as if the head is like all the way to the side. I'm gonna make the arm go more, like do more bending. Like that, I'm gonna make the arm do more. To be fair, the body's supposed to be facing us. I think I like it this way though. Just for what I'm drawing. And then this arm, we can see it's going like more of just a normal curve. There's no changing. It's not an S curve, I suppose. That's what it's called. I don't really do gesture or figure drawing or whatever. So something like that. We're gonna bring this hand out, so the palm will be facing us for this one, and the palm is not facing us, facing away from us. I'll do something like that. There you go. And then for this hand, how about I do something like her hand is like more closed? Does that look interesting? I think that'd look interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been trying to get more clean lines, I suppose. And the way I've been attempting to do that, and obviously these sketches are not that clean, obviously, look at them. But the way I've been kind of doing that, especially when I'm going over it with pen, is to essentially, what is it? Yeah, to pick up my pen less. By picking up the pencil less, it kind of creates a flow in the drawing, if that makes sense. So I do like that. I think that style is very cool, and I would like to incorporate that more into my art. Okay, cool. Here are the poses. We have knives art, knifes art. We have Linween, and then we have Toria taming. And so now with that done, I suppose I'm gonna go over to voiceover and I'll time lapse the rest. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll pass it over to me. So goodbye. Hey, okay, it's voiceover me. So welcome to, I guess the voiceover. Thanks for getting this far. Did you like the video? Did you what do YouTubers say to do? Comment. Wait, no, is that kind of like tacky? Nah, comment for engagement. So yeah, you can see me just going in with the pen, going in finalizing the poses, I suppose. This character didn't have clothes, so I'm actually just adding clothes, and also her tail that she has that I didn't actually sketch in. I added like a couple things to like these characters too. For instance, this character has a tail, the other character will have a wings, and the top one will be beheaded. I mean, what? Anyway, sorry, what was I saying? Right, anyways, which one was your favorite? I think my favorite is the bottom right. I don't know, I just like the pose, I like the clothes, I like the wing that comes in, and the top one was my second favorite. I like the falling pose. I think I like the way that it came out just in the end. The one on the left has a cool outfit, interesting outfit. I just don't think I like the colors that I chose in the end, so yeah. Yep. Which one of the artists did you like? Did you like let me see. Do you like the first artist, the second artist, or the third artist? I'm pretty sure, let me see. The last artist is actually really good. Well, I guess I'm talking about the artworks, right? Not really the artists themselves. I checked out some of the artists' pages. I put that in the description too. but I'm quite sure. You know, I'm gonna say I like the top one. I like the last artist first. This one right here, Knives Art. Yes. So yeah, that's about it. I think by the time this came out, it's probably gonna come out on Saturday because, well, that's when I'm recording this voiceover, right? And it's basically already done. So I would have already finished. Yeah. So this was like the day. Or at least I think that this is the day of me changing like the way I drew faces. You're not gonna see it here. I'm too lazy to edit it. I'm sure I'm too lazy to edit it in, but I tried to make my faces more expressive. These faces were pretty cool, you know, except for the one that no, the top one you can't really see her face because she's all like silhouetted in shadow. This character's face right here that I'm drawing is. Can't really see her face because it's blocked by the camera. The only one you can really see is the one on the left. Actually, you can kind of see this character's face. She has a shy expression. Oh, you can see the finished outfit on the left. Just without the colors. I think I like... Yeah, like I say. I like the simplicity of the right outfit more than the left, though. Something about it. But, let me see what to talk about. Yeah, I've been trying to simplify my lines a lot. These are not too... if you could, like, you saw how I constructed them. A little bit messy, but I think I got better at constructing them since yesterday/today. I've been practicing. I think I've been doing, like I said, pretty good. I do need to get better, of course. There's no room for stagnation. The more complacent you get, the more stagnated you get, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying that to be interesting, but yeah. I do like the second artist. I like the second artist. Just rendering in general, though. I like the smoothness. It's very clear and clean. Also, the pose. It's a simple pose, but I like it. The last one from Knives Art is very dynamic. This one is in the middle. It's like somewhere in between the first pose and the second pose in terms of dynamicism, I think. You know, but I don't know what dynamicism is. Here's me adding the lighting, the shading to the legs and the shading to the underside. Yeah, I've been picking up my pencil, my pen less. Both of them, I suppose. It seems to like make the drawings more flowy, more connected. I like the shading I did on the pants. I didn't like it when I did it, but right now I think it's kind of cool. I guess I was kind of right when I said, hey, this is good practice for shading with shorts pants. I guess more rigid pants is what I actually said. Yep. By the way, no, that's not the video to ask that question. Alright, yeah, and here's me going on for the last pose. The falling goddess. Noma! Oh yeah, so, well, I guess I'll talk about her when I'm finished with her, I guess. Yes, so, essentially, why I made her, like, decapitated, essentially beheaded, is, well, specifically because the head just didn't align properly with the spine, which... It looks fine right now. Maybe it is fine, but no, it's not. The head needs to be adjusted slightly more upwards or to the center. It needs to be centered more. It's a little bit off. It looks like the head is falling off. So I was like, okay, well, the head is falling off indeed. Right? I just kind of went with my own mistake. I think going with your own mistake is pretty useful. You learn to improvise. Can't just stay with a broken drawing. And plus, you by going with your mistake, you learn that not every drawing needs to be perfect. It just, just learn to make it work. Making things work is actually quite the useful skill, rather than trying to fit everything into a box that you want it to be in. Just letting it be the way it is and working with it is quite good. Hey, I kind of sounded like wise and stuff. People say I sound wise. I don't think I sound wise. I probably just say the obvious. I think I am just saying the obvious, but I don't know. Just the artist yapping about art. At least it's better than me yapping about something I know completely nothing about, right? Like, what don't I know about? Can you hear my voice? I just woke up, so I guess my voice is still has the sleep in it, as they say. Do people say that? I don't know. I got to do shading on this body. You see me doing in the darker lines. I do like the shading. I don't have much that I don't like about hair. Like, for instance, I can, or not for instance, but I can critique stuff. Like, there is things that I can critique. For instance, the fact that I even messed up the head in the first place. That's a big critique. There's critiques, but so I'm not saying that I'm perfect, obviously. And maybe this is just me covering my butt, so I don't look like I'm like I think that I'm perfect. But yeah, no, I don't think I'm perfect. I'm just saying, especially since like a while ago, like maybe I'll bring up some drawings from some of my first videos, but I've improved quite a bit, I think. And I'd hope so. It's been months, right? But comparing this video, I guess it's my latest video or latest video at the time, to my first video, this is quite good. Here's me doing in the colors. I do like this blue. The blue is probably the only good part about this outfit. The red pants, I don't know. It looks it's too, the red pants would have been fine. It's when I brought in this color. This color made it, I don't really like the color scheme. I should have brought in yellow. Yellow would have been a better color. Especially because her chest, those like squares on her chest are yellow, like the design on her. I suppose that's a unitard, right? Yeah. They're yellow, so I think it would have been way simpler, way better in general, just to have it be yellow. Plus, the other character on the right, her shirt and her leggings or stockings, thigh highs, whatever they are, they're also yellow, so it would have fit well. It would have had some nice unity between the drawings, but alas, like I said, there is some things that I can critique. I'm just choosing not to, I suppose. I think the hand is a little bit too big also on the left. Her hand is a little bit too large. You can see like the discrepancy between the left hand and the right hand, or I guess the right hand and the left hand. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what order I did it in. It would have made sense either way. Let me see. Yeah, my voice is like this guy just took a nap, but I guess, yeah, I guess the video is basically over. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for, did you make it to the end of the video? If you made it to the end of the video, just, I guess, say you made it to the end of the video, right? That's the key word. That's the way that I'll know. It's a quite the longer video. I appreciate it if you make it here. And I guess I'll see you guys later. The video's over. I guess you guys will be able to see like the final page for just a little while, and then it'll cut to black. So, yeah. Should I just wait here with you guys while you see it? Okay, well, it's done now. So, goodbye.